Because of rampant technology use, our generation has retarded their social skills. Not only are we less socially proficient than we used to be, but we're also decreasing the rate at which we learn social skills, right? We're trending towards a society where more people are on the spectrum, or they would qualify for being on the spectrum, which is honestly a little scary when you think about it. But the bright side to it is if you are a young, ambitious man, you don't have any competition. People are too glued to their fucking screens and their phones that if you go out and start leveling up, you blow everybody out of the water. Nobody's going to try to fucking stop you. If you want that 10 out of 10, I promise you, you are just probably like 7 or 8 months away from having the skills to bag her and take her home. Like it's easier than it has ever been to be a masculine man because most men aren't willing to be masculine. They're not willing to hold their hand up and say, I need to work on my social skills. You're already a step above if you're watching this video. I promise you, bro. I'll tell you something about myself. Hey, super quick, guys. If you guys could look at the description down below, you'll see my Instagram. If you guys could drop a follow on that, it means a lot. Also, if you guys could like, comment, subscribe, and share this with a friend, it just helps the algorithm. That's all I got. My name is Malcolm Tibbs. I'm 24 years old, right? I've been doing self-improvement since I was 17. I'm now at a point where I'm ready to start sharing these lessons and help other young men accelerate in their process of self-improvement. I don't want you making the same mistakes that I made. It's pointless. If I can help you out, then I'm going to help you out, okay? So with that being said, let's talk about what we can actually do to improve our social skills, right? Let's get you some information. I'm going to assume most people are going to click off of the video within the next 4 minutes. So after that, we're going into a little bit of rant. We'll talk about the logic behind the exercises I'm going to give you, and then we'll close the video out. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to take a reps and sets approach, just like it's the gym. What you're going to do is pick a number that feels good for you. I recommend 20 reps, maybe 5 sets a week, okay? 20 reps of going out into public and having conversations with strangers. Okay? 5 times a week. If you can just stick to that structured schedule, you're going to blow everybody out of the water because most men aren't thinking like that. Most men are not tactical with improving their social skills, right? So now that we have this regimen, this routine of what we're going to do, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to focus on while you're having these conversations, right? Chances are you're probably not making enough eye contact. And once you start making eye contact, doors start to open, I promise you. Especially with women, it is a night and day difference. Like, it's kind of shocking. I'm speaking from experience. It's shocking. Once you learn how to make that eye contact, especially while you are still talking, right? A lot of people make this mistake where they'll start to focus on making eye contact, but they'll break eye contact the second they start speaking. You lose all of the power that you had with the eye contact just goes away. It makes you look like a bitch if you turn around and you look away when you start talking, right? But if you can hold that eye contact, especially with the woman, people respect you. They look at you like, this is a man standing in front of me. This isn't a little boy. This man isn't anxious, right? If you can get somebody to break eye contact with you, especially if they look down and if they smile, you just charmed them. You are this much closer to getting something from them that they were not willing to give to you before. Let's be real, we're men, we're trying to fuck, right? If you're watching this video, you want to improve your social skills to fuck. So let's just call it for what it is, right? You're trying to get some pussy, right? If you can hold eye contact with a woman, you're able to hit, it's a natural aphrodisiac, okay? You're able to hit that same button in her brain as if she just walked up to you and pulled out her tits. You can't help but be attracted to her, right? The same way she can't help but be attracted to you once you start to make eye contact. So the very first thing you're going to start to focus on is making eye contact, okay? Now, while you're going about talking to these people, make it your goal, right? Let's call it what it is. We're talking about getting girls, okay? While you are trying to get these women, make it your goal to get rejected as fast as possible, okay? Race to the rejection. A lot of men are not getting any success. They're not seeing any progress because they are afraid of making a mistake. They don't understand that the mind needs negative feedback. You need to make mistakes in order to learn. You need to make mistakes in order to learn. So you need to go out and race to the rejection. What's funny, what's really interesting, if you do this, if you go out and you start to race for the rejection, you're going to find that you're not going to get rejected as much. Women are going to, he's asking me out in a very assertive manner and he's making a lot of eye contact. They're going to start melting, right? If you race to the rejection, you're going to find it's very hard to get rejected. But you need to have that mentality of, oh, I'm trying to get turned down, right? Not necessarily I'm trying to get turned down, but I'm trying to end this conversation as fast as possible. So, hey, what's your name? How old are you? Where do you stay at? Do you want to go on a date, right? You talk to a woman like that, you're going to get rejected, right? It's going to happen. Not everybody's going to want to, go out with you, but a large majority of women, more than you think, are willing to go out with you, right? And they're going to be attracted by a man because if you walk up to a woman with that kind of an attitude and that kind of a gusto, right? That's probably the first time she's ever seen that in her life. You probably stand out so much more than you realize because, like I said earlier, men, there's no competition nowadays. There's no competition. So let's get a little bit more structured, right? I'm ranting a little bit. I didn't write notes for this video. So while we're doing these reps, right? 5 sets, 20 reps. Go out and get rejected 20 times in one session. Set aside like 3-4 hours a day for this session, right? You're serious about improving your social skills. You want to get that girl, right? Let's be real. So you need to treat it like it is serious. You need to set aside time in your day to go train the same way you would to go to the gym or to improve in a sport. Okay, 3 to 4 hours, go out into public, go find a mall, go walk around a college campus, Starbucks, whatever the fuck it is. And just the first girl you see, the uglier, the better. You're going to have more confidence if she's ugly or she's fat, right? The uglier, the better. Go up to her, try to get rejected. Again, we're not doing this to get approval. If you go into this activity seeking approval, you already lose, right? You're going to have a bad time. You're going to be much more anxious than you need to be. If you go into this racing to the rejection, trying to end the conversation as fast as possible, if you go into it acting like you have a reason to be talking to her, what you're going to find is you're going to get a lot more success and you're not going to feel as anxious. And because you're not projecting all this anxiety, she's going to see nothing but confidence and she can't help but be attracted to you, bro. Okay? So now that we have a little bit of a regimen and a little bit of everybody's clicked off at this point. Welcome to the unfiltered section. We're 7 minutes deep. So I can kind of relax a little bit. I don't have to try to hold your attention. You're here because you like the way I talk. You're here because you like the things that I say. So let me give it to you unfiltered now. The reason that we need to go out and gain all these experiences is because you have a lot of self-limiting beliefs in your mind. Okay? Now, the only reason why you are in the position that you are in life is because of your self-image. Everything around you, everything from the clothes you wear, everything besides the fucking genetics that you have, right? But the clothes you wear, the way you style your hair, the shit you see in your room right now, the color of your car, it is all a reflection of you. So if you don't have a girlfriend or you don't have a popping social circle, it's nobody's fault besides your own, right? Your beliefs and the things you think about yourself produce the results that you get in life. So if you think you're a lazy piece of shit who doesn't deserve a girlfriend, you're probably going to end up playing a lot of video games and masturbating and feeling depressed and feeling way too anxious to talk to a girl. But if you can convince yourself that you are this alpha male Chad with like a 10-inch cock, big dick energy, right? If you can convince yourself that that is the person that you are, that's what women are going to see. Do you think that, the popular kid at your school, do you think that he is, in his mind, do you think he's calling himself a loser all day? Or do you think he's calling himself the shit all day? Now, the way that you get to that point and you actually believe those messages that you're trying to put in your mind, you need experiences, okay? You need to actually provide evidence to your mind before it is willing to accept something. The reason you have the beliefs that you have is because you came to the conclusion, falsely, mind you, you came to a bad conclusion about whatever happened to you in the past, and now you believe that you're this person who's bad at socializing, right? You wouldn't have clicked on this video if you believed that you were good at socializing. So I already know a little bit about you, right? If you believe that you're good at socializing, you are going to project that to people. You're going to have more charisma than if you believe that you don't. Right? But again, we need those experiences. Now, whatever happened to you in the past, I'm sorry. Chances are you probably just misinterpreted it. If you had left that situation thinking, that person was having a bad day, or maybe she just wasn't in the mood to talk to me, or maybe her phone fucking blew up the second I sent the text, right? If you came to a different conclusion, you would not be in the same situation that you are in. But your mind immediately jumped on the fact that, it's probably me. I probably fucked up. I'm probably the worthless piece of shit, right? And that's why you're watching these videos, dude. Right? My goal is to get you to stop watching these videos, right? Ideally, you get to the point where this shit is cringy to you. You kind of look at me as, oh, I'm glad I found him, but I'm so glad I don't need to watch him anymore. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the rant. I really want to hammer this in before I end this video out. It is your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your reality. You need to focus on changing your beliefs, and you do that through affirmations, right? Which is a video I'm going to make. And you do that through experiences, okay? You need to go out and go gather those experiences if you're going to ever change. That's all I got for you guys. My name is Tibbs. I'll catch you in the next one.